Mike Jones Beats.
I be on my grind,
At 6 in the morning,
it be on my mind.
at 6 in the morning,
That's why I keep that pine
at 6 in the morning,
when I'm on that grind.
at 6 in the morning,
I be on my grind,
at 6 in the morning,
it be on my mind.
at 6 in the morning.
That's why I keep that
That's why
pine
I keep that.
when I'm on that grind.
When I,
6 in the
hey,
morning.
I get it and go, call that a fast break. Young cash cow and all I eat is steak. The pill game been booming, you fuck boys late. Your whole team ribs touching, you the only one ain't. You hang around some real niggas, you the only one ain't. If I fuck with you, my word good as the bank.
Damn, if I knew 2 days ago what I knew right now, I wouldn't even be in this shit.
Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags with the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing
and get thrown out the conversation. Throw up 2 fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama waiting. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN, hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content, come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost, yeah, you dudes need to back off. He got the work around here, yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name, that's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags, and you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. The conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah, why niggas be like that? Unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags with the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags with the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. fuck is that dude? Hold on. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags?
BBN Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's every? So I'm looking at my phone and shit, right? So I want to apologize because I was ready, but I wasn't ready. Shout out to Angela Simmons. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Sorry about that. Hope everybody's having a beautiful day. We gonna have a conversation today about Casanova 2-time. I'm guessing we're gonna add other rappers to the docket also as we go. Other rappers that are in similar situations. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna add. Hold on, I don't like the way that camera's looking. Damn, my eyes is red as shit. What the fuck? Anyway, let's call out the drops from earlier. As always, we're as always, we're looking for $5 to $10 drops to the Cash App. Let's see who's gonna be first to the drop squad. Who's gonna be part of the drop squad tonight? We're gonna see who's coming out with both fists swinging. Let me call out the drops from this morning earlier, real quick. Take 2 seconds. Shout out to, I don't know why I just looked for like on one thing and then on the other one I didn't even look at all. So I just paid no attentions. Shout out to Black Power Cross, shout out to Dog Soldier, and shout out to Tato Mills. I think that was just a troll drop anyway. Definitely appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best, even the troll drop. Send all the troll drops. If y'all wanna just drop $1 to me for whatever the fucking reason it is, I don't care. Drop get like a fucking 1,000 of y'all trolls together. Y'all can do it once a week. Let's do roll call real quick. What up? First of all, shout out to BBN Network. BBN Networks is welcome. Come in, take a seat, hit that like button, become a member, join the green team. Shout out to the business, dropping all of them Frosts. What up, Dog Soldier? Says peace, love, BBN family, Jack Frost, love is power, love is power. What up, Monica Kendra Whitehead? Okay, how you doing today, baby girl? Who else we got up in here real quick? What up, Juno and Nick? And Nick has an L there. I'm assuming he's saying I'm taking an L. Sweet. Anyway, let's get to the show. For everybody that don't know, Casanova 2-time is currently caught up in a RICO charge. There's a couple of people that's out there saying that he's snitching. I do not know the Casanova 2-time to be snitching. I'm not saying that. I got a couple of individuals that I know in the industry that they're like, yo, you be doing shit on Cass and shit. Man, like, I still fuck with you. Long story and shit, just some funny shit. But so we got Casanova, and currently right now he has a RICO case situation that he's fighting. We have infinitely more bad news for Casanova. One of his co-defendants, they are going to be charging, or should I say, they're going to be going for the death penalty. I'm gonna not even waste your time. I'm gonna tell you exactly who. It is the individual who they're saying killed the young boy. Remember, there was a situation where there was a young boy that was shot and murdered in Poughkeepsie. The individual who is being accused of doing that is the individual that's facing the death penalty. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $10.50 drop. Dog Soldier pulls up into the saloons. He has on a whole fur coat. He has on for everybody that don't know, we doing the saloon tonight, y'all. For everybody that don't know. Dog Soldier. He has a ton of, he runs with a pack of wolves. And he already killed the dire wolf. That's a giant wolf. And that's what he wears in the coat. Dog Soldier walks into the saloon. He has the dire wolf pulled all the way down. You see the mouth of the animal. He daps up the bouncer. The bouncer gives him the head nod. Dapping him up. Dog Soldier walks into the saloon. He goes like this. He has a big jacket on. It's like a big coat with a dire wolf. He opens it up. When he opens it up, you see a whole bunch of puppies on the inside. Very humanely fastened. None of them are hurt. They love it. He walks up to the bartender. He says, "Can I sell you some of these?" Bartender says, "Not right now, but we need some donkey bags. We expect some people to throw some donkey bags at some haters." Bartender hands him some bags. Dog Soldier said, "I'll be right back. I just fed the puppies. The puppies gonna fill up the donkey bags with donkey so we could throw donkey bags at the haters." Shout out to Dog Soldier pulling up to the saloon. Alright, so back to the fucking actual conversation. So for everybody that don't know, and I just want to be clear on this, as far as the Casanova 2-time situation is concerned, we're doing saloon tonight. As far as the Casanova 2-time situation is concerned, I want to be extremely clear about this. No one knows if Casanova is currently snitching. Also, if Casanova was currently snitching, they wouldn't be putting the screws to people the way that they're putting the screws to them. I want to explain something to y'all real quick. Do y'all realize that the in the Tekashi 6ix9ine situation with Treyway, they weren't really putting the screws to anybody? You understand what I'm saying? Like the people that got convicted, or the people that copped out, or whatever, the people that copped out, like they didn't put the screws to them. They just gave them some charges. They copped out to those charges. They dropped other charges as long as they took some charges so they could all go to jail for some period of time. They wasn't trying to absolutely bend them over a barrel. The only people that they got bent over the barrel was the individuals that went to trial. Now the reason why I'm saying that is because nobody's even going to trial or anything yet. For us to already be hearing that, by the way, it's the individual, his name is Stacks. That's the individual who it is that the government is currently going to go after the death penalty for. The reason why the government is going after the death penalty is because they're saying that Stacks is actually the individual that killed the 15-year-old boy in Poughkeepsie. Now, with that being said, I'm not here for killing our kids. I'm just gonna leave it at that. We having this discussion about this thing tonight, but I'm not here for killing our kids. I'm not here for that. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it happened. I guess we're gonna find out when they go to court. Shout out to Rude. Don't nobody see them dots Jones. So I just want to be clear on that. That's the reason in which why they're about to give them the death, where they're gonna be going after the death penalty. Damn, my fucking arm, yo. And the fact that they're doing that might even mean even more bad for Casanova. See, this is the problem when you're involved in the RICO. That dude might not want a chance. And I'm not calling nobody a snitch. I'm not saying nobody's snitching. I'm not saying nobody talking. But that dude might not want a chance having to fight the death penalty. They might tell him, yo, look, you give us this and you give us that, we'll take the death penalty off the table. Now what do you do? That's what I want to know. Could we get that in the chat? I want to know, what do you do when you're telling you either snitch or get the death penalty? I want to know what you do. I'm just asking. This is not me being funny. This ain't me accusing nobody of snitching. I'm asking. Kids is off limits. That's a fact, Dog Soldier. I'm asking. This dude killed a 15-year-old kid. That's what they were accusing him of, allegedly killing a 15-year-old kid. Now I'm just asking, like, what do y'all expect for him for dude to do? Because they're going after the death penalty, right? That's just what they're doing. They're going after the death penalty. So what y'all expect dude to do? I'm gonna tell you what the what they basically said. Shout out to the source. That's where I'm reading this from. It says, according to several concerned reports and associates of Brooklyn, according to several confirmed reports and associated of jailed Brooklyn rapper Caswell Sr., aka Casanova 2 times, is facing a death penalty if convicted in a RICO case in which Cass is also a co-conspirator. Brandon, aka Stacks, was one of the 18. Brandon Soto, aka Stacks, is one of the 18 people taken into custody after being federally charged with violating the Racketeer, Influenced, and Corporate and Corrupt Organizations Act of 1970. That's the RICO. Following an investigation of the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation. Stacks was singled out as the individual who allegedly murdered a 15-year-old boy in Poughkeepsie, New York, by the name in the name of GSN. Now, I want to say something real quick. They just said he was singled out, so somebody snitched on him. Prosecutors allege Soto killed Jelani Jones in September 2020 and revealed the details of the killing through various social media messages and other forms of telecommunication. Soto allegedly drove the shooter to Poughkeepsie, then dropped him back off in Brooklyn after the murder. See, this is the part I don't understand. Did you just hear what I read? I'm gonna read it again, and I want to see if somebody else get it. They said, prosecutors allege Soto killed Jelani Jones September 2020 and revealed the details of the killing through various social media messages and other forms of telecommunication. Soto allegedly drove the shooter to Poughkeepsie, then dropped him back off in Brooklyn after the murder. So was Soto the killer, or was he driving the killer? Hunt Source Magazine? Was Soto the killer, or was Soto driving the killer? Was Soto the killer, or was Soto driving the killer? I'm going to read it one more time. If anybody can understand what this says, please inform me. It says, prosecutors allege Soto killed Jelani Jones. Why don't I just put it up on the screen? Because me reading it, maybe I'm reading it wrong, but this don't make sense. If anybody can understand what this says, please inform me. Hold on. Let me know if you understand what this means. Prosecutors allege Soto killed Jelani Jones in September 2020 and revealed the details of the killing through various social media messages and other forms of telecommunications. Soto allegedly drove the shooter to Poughkeepsie, then dropped him back off in Brooklyn? What in the fuck? Didn't they just say he was the killer? What do they mean he allegedly drove the shooter? Right? Wait, hold on. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, am I missing something here? This is why I don't like getting news from nobody. Alleged prosecutors, how could they allege Soto killed Jelani Jones, and at the same time they're saying Soto also allegedly drove the shooter? How? Do Soto was the shooter's other personality? What the fuck are they talking about? What the heck are they talking about? Can somebody tell me what they're talking about? That shit don't make no sense. Am I wrong? Am I the one wrong over here? Does that make no sense? Shit don't make no sense. Who in the hell is the? They say he. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know what to tell you. I don't understand. I need you. If somebody could explain that shit to me. Anyway, so I want to know. I want to know what y'all expect dude to do. Y'all, cause y'all people wanted Tekashi 6ix9ine to take the 47 years. What y'all think dude should do? Dude is just supposed to just take the death penalty? I want to know. Is dude just supposed to take the... Because somebody's snitching in this case. So he's done. There's already a snitch. Alright? Either they already told on it... First of all, he told on himself. So he's done. He's already told on himself. They said, just so we could be clear. What up, Triple A? Just so we could be clear. Let me show you. He already told on himself. I'll show y'all right now. Hold on. So he already told on himself. Like that's that's not even up for debate. He told on himself already. Alright, hold on. He told on himself already. The proof that he told on himself is that they say he told on himself already. Right here when they say prosecutors that he revealed details of the killing through various social media messages and other forms of telecommunications. So he already told on himself. He told on himself. Period. So I'm saying, so what should he do? Because they going after the death penalty. It's a 15-year-old kid. He gonna get the death penalty. They give him the death penalty. This is a 15-year-old kid. They're not gonna decide to not give him the death penalty. They're gonna give it to him. So my question is, what is he supposed to do? When they ask him to snitch now, what is he supposed to do? Is he just supposed to be like, yo, fuck it, this was a good life? What up, Emmanuel? How you doing? He says, I'm late. What up? What did I miss? We doing the saloon tonight. We already have Dog Soldier in the saloon. He's chilling. He's filling up donkey bags. He's waiting for people to do hater drops. Sorry about that. I was getting some shit lined up. Yeah, so I want to know, what do people expect for him to do? On some real shit. I'm not saying he's snitching. Somebody in the case is already snitching. They don't need him. He already told on himself also, so they don't need him. But you want to know why they made this shit public? I'm going to tell you why they made this shit public, that they going after the death penalty. Besides the fact they just had to, let the government, let his people know they going after the death penalty. I'm going to tell you why. Because they scaring every other person. They trying to get everybody to snitch. Because once you know that dude got the death penalty, now you have to think, is he going to give me up in order to be able to just get life? Is he going to give me up so they don't kill him? I was watching a movie the other day. A TV show, pardon me. The name of it is Expanse. I was watching in season 5. They got this, it's a space shit. It's about some shit in space, alright? So now, I'm gonna give you the quickest breakdown. It's a dope show, by the way. I'm gonna give you the quickest breakdown as possible. There's Mars, there's Earth, and then there's this thing basically called the outer belt where people live. Mars, Earth, and the outer belt is basically like 3 different nations or whatever the case is. They're always fighting and warring with each other. One of the things that people do, is that they get you inside of the ship and they push you out of the airlock with nothing on. They call it spacing you. That's how they kill you. It's like making you walk a plank if you on a fucking boat and you walking a plank in the middle of the ocean. No, you're gonna swim, you rat bastard. You're gonna die sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what else to tell you. Ask Wilson. So check this out. So I'm watching it the other day, and I didn't really realize how helpless a motherfucker feels when you're about to get executed, until I saw the dude get pushed out the airlock. and take it like a whole G. That's a helpless fucking feeling, man. So what do y'all think is gonna happen? What do you expect for him to do? You expect for him to stay shut? Or you expect for him quite possibly to talk to the authorities? You know what his family is probably telling him? You gotta stay alive. He probably got a kid or two. 1 second, I need to get a wire. Is this it? None of this is good for Casanova, man. None of this is good for Casanova. Zero of this. Zero of this is good for Casanova. I want to know what y'all think he should do. Because I'm going to tell you, look, this is the point I'm trying to make, right? And this is the shit that killed me. People always talk about this snitching shit, right? I'm going to tell you the worst part about snitching. This is the worst part. Not the worst part, the bad part. They really wouldn't be able to arrest people. I mean, see, this is the problem. You don't know if a nigga snitching or lying. So once you get a dude in a situation like Homeboy is in right now, I'm not saying a nigga snitching. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not getting into that. But once you get into a situation like Homeboy is in now, you don't know if a nigga, not him per se, because I don't know him, but if somebody else was in that situation, you don't know if a nigga lying or snitching. When a motherfucker desperate, they'll say and do damn near anything. Emmanuel says, damn, Casanova is a situation where he told everybody to do, where he told everybody do they want to die and they got shot bad. That's a tip murder. He could get serious time. We're not even talking about that specifically. There's a gentleman named, his last name is Soto. There's a gentleman named Brandon Soto, is aka Stacks. The authorities is saying he killed a 15-year-old kid named Jelani Jones, and what they're doing is they're gonna go after, inside of this RICO that they're already inside of, they're going after the death penalty for him. And what I'm saying is they're gonna use that death penalty they're hanging over his head to get him to say everything about, at least attempt to get him to speak on everybody else. And they got him dead to rights because they got him admitting it. Because I got a question. Why do people keep admitting the crimes? Why do people keep telling other people about the crimes they committed? Because somebody explain that to me. Do me a favor also. I don't want to know about none of your crimes. Especially if you already went to jail for the shit, please come on and let's interview and talk about it. Alright? If you've not went to jail, niggas don't know you did the crime. You are gonna be held accountable for it at some point. Don't tell me about it. Don't tell me in secret. Don't tell me in front of the world. Don't tell me about it ever. I don't want to know about no crimes that you've committed and not been held accountable for. And you, especially if the statutes and limitations is still accountable. Supreme Dream says, I think you should accept it. Force is part of the game. If you're in the streets doing dirt, you have to accept what comes from it from all angles. Okay. You should just accept it. I'm not arguing that point. You can't snitch. You can't snitch. You can't snitch. You can't snitch. So yeah. It's definitely looking like a situation where, I mean, honestly speaking, I mean, what else do you expect for him to do? Supreme Dream said, just be legit, don't do no crimes, and you good. That's what I'm telling people to do. The crimes, we gotta stop the crimes. We need to make all of the crimes go away. There needs to be zero crimes happening. Let's have a zero crime policy. There needs to be zero crimes. Also, government, make sure that all of your people eat and have nice. Make sure that all of your people can eat and have somewhere to live and be warm. Government, let's make sure that we're doing those things also. Let's make sure that we in poverty, government. Because if you're in poverty, then crime exists because poverty exists. Wherever there's poverty, there's gonna be crime. Shout out to Del Denton, shout out to Stilo Facts. So yeah, let's stop committing no crimes, but also government. Let's get some make sure that we get the appropriate housing and food and medical attention to all of the people in the government, that all the people that live in the country, whether they have money or not. Let's do that. That'll solve a whole bunch of problems. Government, stop letting these billionaires not pay taxes. That'll solve a lot of problems. At least make them pay half of their taxes. God damn it. Yo, imagine if they made the billionaires at least pay half of their taxes. I mean, I'm good with that right now. It's better than them paying fucking $480 in taxes. Just pay half of the taxes you actually own. I'm fine with that. At least half. Anyway, talk about the snitching shit. So, Supreme Dream said instead of Casanova having hitters, he should have gave his hitters a legit job. He would have left jail. In jail, he became celebrity. See, the problem is, okay, so this is okay, so if you're a rapper, you kind of need hitters. The problem with having hitters is if the people are too smart, they ain't gonna be hitters. And the people are too dumb, they gonna shoot the wrong people. And talk about it. I'm sorry, I'm just telling you what it is. If they too smart, they ain't gonna be hitters. He ain't gonna be a hitter, man. I'm sorry, I'm not even trying to be a dick. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just telling you what it is, man. It's a lot of fame in that shit to a degree, but I don't know, I'm trying to be fair with it. We don't know why the kid in Poughkeepsie, the guy that they're putting on the guy that they're gonna be going after the death penalty with is Stacks. We don't know why he shot, why the kid in Poughkeepsie got shot, or why they were accusing him of actually being a part of the shooting, just so we can be clear. So I don't want to make it sound like we don't know why that happened, is what I'm saying. We don't even know if Casanova had anything to do with that. Casanova might not have had anything to do with that. That might be something he didn't even know about until after the fact. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm saying let's not say Casanova, because Supreme Dream said instead of Casanova having hitters, he should have gave his hitters a legal job. That might have had nothing to do with Casanova. That could have had something to do with something else entirely. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But yes, definitely, once you start making that money, the people around you, you got to start attempting to put them in better positions and situations. I mean, it all depends on what their skill level is. You know, like if they have no skills or no training or no nothing, and there's nothing that they could do, your options are limited. But, you know, if they have some kind of skills, some kind of training, some kind of something that they can fall back on that you get, then it's more helpful. But if they have nothing, then what the fuck you gonna fall back on? You know what I'm saying? It's like I do this shit for a living. It's like somebody coming up to me that they don't know how to do this shit at all for a living, and they asking me for a job. Like, what are we, like, first of all, you have to be able to generate your own income. What could you do? Okay, you know how to crochet. Okay, how is that helping me? It's not a crocheting channel. You understand what I'm saying? we also have to have like you have to complementary skill set. That's what I'm saying. Or cast it over 2-time might even know some of them guys. That's crazy. Or cast 2-time might down even know. Oh yeah, that's a fact. He might not even really know some of these people that he's in the RICO with. That happens, by the way. Just so everybody knows. I mean, you know them because you've heard their name before. You've seen them in passing. But no, that happens. People get in RICOs all the time with people that they barely know or don't know at all, or probably never even been standing in the same fucking room as. That happens all the time. Supreme Dream says a Casanova is still tied to gang activities, though. Look at a game. He was always in Compton, and everyone know he's a blood. He never got caught up in any of that. Rappers go from New York to Atlanta to LA to Houston all the time. So the fact that a rapper's in New York, LA, Houston, Chicago, Miami, Dallas, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of Las Vegas, New York City. Did I say New York City? The fact that a rapper is in any of these places, that's the places that rappers are gonna be at. So the fact that he's there, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. That's where you expect to see rappers at. You feel me? So that don't mean nothing. The real end says Casanova is done. They keep using his face for everything. I don't even know what this co-defendant looks like. I'm gonna tell you something. They might be putting Casanova in a situation to force him to snitch in order to not go to jail forever. That's what they might be doing. Because at this point, just so we can be clear, it do not look good for Casanova. At all. And as far as the music industry is concerned, the part that it hurts Casanova is, even though he's a personality that we love, I like Casanova. I like Casanova's personality. I like Casanova's music. This is keep it a stack. To keep it a whole, to just be fair, he's not an actual writer of music. He doesn't create music. He needs the shit to be created and then he performs it. He's a good performer. All right, he's not a rapper. He doesn't write raps. He don't do that. He just do what he do. He Casanova, and that's dope. And we hope to have you back and hope you get you back to doing the shit that you do. But you see, that's gonna hurt him, because like an NBA young boy who actually makes the music industry needs an NBA young boy to be in the studio. The new music industry needs a Kodak Black to be in the studio, because there's only one NBA young boy and there's only one Kodak Black. And I'm not trying to be a dick, and I know that's kind of harsh. I'm not trying to be a dick, and I know that's kind of harsh, but it really is what it is. Remember, he said that Rock Nation told him that if he gets in any more trouble, they ain't coming for him. Supreme Dream says, wait, hold on. Supreme Dream says the Fed went after Treyway, they went after Star Brim, now they going after Casanova. They've been going after Casanova, just so we could be clear. This is not nothing new. This whole Casanova, they've been going after the Gorilla Stone Bloods for the longest. The Gorilla Stone Bloods is one of the organizations that the FBI says that they've been going after, that the FBI says do illegal activity, that the FBI also says it's the hardest for them to be able to get anything on. So once again, I believe that if they wouldn't have got into this big shit going on with Treyway, a lot of these problems that they having wouldn't happen. I mean, I can't say but so much about this shit, right? Because a lot of these niggas get this information about this gang shit and they be mad sloppy with it. That's why they always arguing over there. Alright, I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. A lot of these niggas get this information about this gang shit and they be retarded sloppy with it. They just report it bad. They just be so quick to jump on one person's side or the other person's side because of their personal preferences. They really might not like one of the niggas. Casanova 2-time and the Gorilla Stone Bloods, from what the federal government says, is one of the hardest units for them to try to get into to cause any problems in. These guys are disciplined, allegedly. They're not going to let this go. They're not going to let this go. Either Casanova 2-time is going to snitch or he ain't coming home. What up, War with Casualties? Wait, first of all, what up, Rich? Rich says, "Cuh, you weird as hell talking about..." Wait. Wait. Leave Emmanuel alone, man. Leave Emmanuel alone. He fine. Leave him alone, man. Let him do his thing. He having a good time. He enjoying himself. War with Casualties says, it's sad how he really could have opened business for everyone around him, but instead chose the gang violence and activities, man. What you also got to realize is some people grew up and really just wanted to be gangsters. You got to realize that. For real, for real. Some people grow up and they really just want to be gangsters. They don't want to do anything else. They just want to be gangsters. Alright? That's really a dream of some people. They've been dreaming it their whole life. And when they get older, they get the opportunity, they go for it. That's why people be like, you can't want to be in this type of life and be a snitch. It's crazy. C-Graph says, do you think anyone from Treyway gave info on him? I have no idea. I know what I've heard. I've heard some things, but what I've heard, I'm not putting out there. But I've heard some things. I've heard some things. And I heard there was an individual somewhere that was in trouble. I've heard some things. I'm not gonna say nothing though, because I'm not gonna put that on nobody. Because it's just right now, it's way too far on the rumor side for me to be able to. But I've heard some things. War with Casualty says he really could have. Oh wait, High Noon says there's two sides of the coin. Either be like Casanova or be like 6ix9ine. I think they're creating that narrative on purpose. I mean, I actually, we talked about that a couple of months ago, but I think they creating that narrative on purpose. Casualties of War says, hope all is well and healthy with you, my brother, and the BBN family. Your commentary is vital in these times. Appreciate you. Go back to the green team. How about that? Also, let's give 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. Who's going to be part of the drop squad tonight? Saloon is open, by the way. Could y'all just stop? Emmanuel he's just Emmanuel, all right? He's fine. He's chilling. He just comes in here and he has fun. He helps keep the chat going. Leave Emmanuel alone. He's good. He's a young kid, man. Leave him alone. Let him have fun. I heard I'm not going to tell y'all the name, but I heard that somebody did give up some information on Casanova 2-time and the Gorilla Stone Bloods. I heard that somebody did, but I don't know if they telling the truth, and I don't know if they just was saying that to say that. But I don't have no way. I don't have no way to confirm it. But I did hear that somebody did help the government with the Casanova 2-time situation by telling the government shit to get Casanova 2-time caught up. I did hear that. So if anybody else heard that, let me know what name you heard. I'm not going to say if that's the name I heard or not, but if anybody, I just want to know. If anybody heard any particular name. I'm not going to co-sign who I heard said something or not. But I definitely did hear that there was somebody that spoke. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all keep acting like these dudes that talk crazy. Just because these dudes be talking crazy, man. Sometimes niggas just talk crazy because they got the advantage. Sometimes niggas just talk crazy because they got the advantage. No other reason. That's why I don't never respect a dude that stands with 20 niggas yelling and screaming at 3 guys. I don't respect that. That's why I never respect a dude that you with 6, 7 niggas and you trying to roll down on 1 or 2 people. I don't respect that. Not at all. It's not like I'm somebody, though. I'm just a regular dude. But I'm just saying, like, for real, for real. I don't respect that. I'm going to tell you what happened. All this shit is karma. All this shit is karma. I'm sorry to say. Including the shit that 6ix9ine is going through right now. All this shit is karma. All this shit is karma. High Noon said he can't do 10 years. The pressure getting to him. Who can't do 10 years? First of all, who are you thinking has 10 years to do? If Casanova gets found guilty, his years. If he takes this to trial and get found guilty, he gonna at least get 30. War with Casualty says, how you go from Rock Nation brunch with suits on to prison with jail clothes? People like us have to work 10 times harder to get opportunities like the one who fumbled the bag. I'm like, yeah, you 100% right. Because, see, I'm going to tell you, okay, so niggas don't, the streets is fun. I don't know no other way to explain this. The streets is fun. Alright? It's fun. It's fun. Alright? It's exhilarating. It's fun. It's exciting. It's fun. I don't know what to tell you. It's fun. The streets is fun, man. Iman Rich says, bottom line, those artists got to move different. It's a whole new era. They got to adapt, especially when you really with that and keep that type of energy around you. 100% agree. Supreme Dream says Casanova already did 10 years. He would do 10. He's gonna if they find him guilty now, if they find him guilty now on 2 of the charges alone, one is a minimum of 20 and the other one's a minimum of 10. They already just hit him with a new charge after those 2 charges I just told you about also. And that one's probably a minimum of 10 years. A minimum of 5 or 10 years. He's going to do about 30. What could 6ix9ine possibly be cooperating with? You can't be cooperating if nobody talks to you for you to know anything. What the fuck is he still cooperating with? Maybe he is. What the hell do I know? But I just don't know what he would be cooperating with. War with Casualty says, damn, that's a good way to put it. Streets is fun. Definitely to certain people, bro. You ain't never... The streets is fun. The fuck? You trying to tell me that you never woke up at 12 noon, 1 o'clock the next day to hit your people up and talk about how crazy the night before was? To wake the niggas up on the couch in the living room? You never did that? walking through your house, kicking niggas sleeping on the floor. Get up, man. It's time to. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking 1. It's 2 o'clock, man. Get the fuck up off the. You never did that. You never came in the house when the sun was coming up. Like, you never stood outside as the sun was coming up. That was the Indian night. The streets is fun. The streets is fun until it's not no fun no more. That's a fact. That's why I stay out of shit. I stay away from anything that I think might encourage me to do shit I know I shouldn't be doing. I'm telling you, this is a fact. Sometimes people be like thinking I'm being boring. I'm like, nah, see, I know me. You don't know me. I'll get involved in some shit and get carried away. So I gotta make sure I stay away from certain shit so I don't get carried. I'll get carried away. Yeah, streets is fun, man. I don't know what to tell you. The best way I can put it is like this. I remember, I'm just going to tell you some shit about me real quick. Then we're going to get back to the conversation. I remember living in the Bronx, right? I'm a teenager. I come outside 8, 9 o'clock, hang out with my friends, right? We go play basketball at some point at the middle of the night. We messing with chicks all night. And we still go back to the park at like 2 o'clock in the morning to go play basketball to like 4 or 5 in the morning. For real, on some real shit. I don't know, I might have. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. Hanging out all night, drinking, smoking, messing with broads all night. And then go play basketball like 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh shit, she failed the drug test. She tests positive for marijuana though. Oh, she failed the drug test, but it was marijuana. She took a drug that probably works in the reverse of helping. I'm not even mad at her. She's not going to the Olympics. She's not going to the Olympics. I think she did. Yeah, she's not going. She got, look, this says would not compete in Stockholm. She could miss the Olympics. That's fucked up for weed. It's not even a performance enhancer. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna be like, let her smoke weed right before the race. She be like, running like this. She gonna be running like this. Everybody else gonna be like, Emmanuel says, I spent $300 at the bar last weekend. I was so cross-faded. I hear you. Yeah, she got in trouble smoking weed. Man. I mean, it is what it is, though. If there's rules, you gotta stick to the rules. It is what it is. If there's rules, there's rules, man. There's rules for a reason. You either don't get caught or don't break them. I don't know what to tell you. Those are your 2 options. Well, I mean, the other option is just to get caught also. So there's 3 options. But there's 2 options that you would prefer happen. But there's 3 options. She knows the odds that are on our people. She should have never smoked until the Olympics was. Yeah, she should have not had smoked. She know, not just on our people. Let's stop doing that. All right, but we want to see. We need. Forget the odds that's on our people. We do need representation though, and what she represents is extremely important to us and our young women, black young women in America. So yeah, that was the reason for her not to do it, because she became something bigger than what she already was. And when that happens, sometimes we don't realize it. So, that's why it's another reason why sometimes you got to keep those people from around you that always want you to be humble. Because if you don't realize when you're becoming a star, you might miss your opportunity, and it might be because of all of them rat bastards that keep talking about you need to be humble. That's a fact. Motherfuckers be like, be humble. You hurt my feelings. You're so much better than me at things. Like, what? I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what's going to happen with Casanova. Two-time no. Sorry about the stack situation. But even more importantly, I'm sorry that young boy had to die. That young boy that got killed that was 15 years old. I'm not here for the killing our youth. I'm not here for that. I get it, a lot of people are though, but I'm not here for that. I'm here for zero of that. So if that dude don't get the death penalty, you know he snitched. But they gotta make it known though. Because they're gonna tell us why they didn't give him the death penalty or why they didn't go out for the death penalty. They're gonna explain it. You understand what I'm saying? So if he helps the government, we're gonna know because they're gonna explain it. They're gonna be like, look, we didn't give him the death penalty because he helped us with our investigation. So we took the death penalty off the table. You know how much shit he gonna have to give up for them to take the death penalty off the table? This might work in Casanova two-time's favor. Because if he snitches like crazy, Casanova two-time might not need to snitch and still be able to probably not get all of that time. Damn, that's still fucked up. Oh, man. Well, he could snitch and say Casanova didn't do none of those crimes. Oh, man, Casanova got the shit telling on himself. Rich says, Shorty got my same last name, shaking my head. Her legacy is just beginning, though. Our people have a lot of superheroes. Yeah, we got a ton of superheroes out here. That's a fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. There's a shitload of us out here. Supreme Dream says he's definitely going to help the government. When the last time you heard of a gangster getting a death penalty in New York? I haven't. War with Casualty says everybody is looking at 6ix9ine and debating if ratting is worth it. In my opinion, what you think, bro? I think not committing the crime is worth it. That's what I think. Because I'm not going to snitch. So I think not committing the crime is worth it. Other than that, I don't know how to address that question, to be honest with you. I'm not going to snitch. So, let's just not commit the crime. That simple. They got the death penalty on the table because they're saying that he killed the 15-year-old kid in Poughkeepsie. Allegedly, I believe they were saying it was over a drug situation. I don't know if they meant to kill the kid or if the kid got killed. I think they killed the kid because they couldn't find the kid's father. That's what it was. They had a problem with the kid's father and they saw the kid, so he killed the kid instead. Allegedly. Allegedly. Manuel says, Jack, I know this is off topic, but I seen an academic's Twitch stream where he basically saying the fact that Lil Tim hasn't been slid on is crazy. He said Lil Tim is too comfortable. I'm not gonna stand up here and advocate for the death of another person. So I'm not gonna stand here and say that Lil Tim should or shouldn't be slid on. And I have no idea how comfortable Little Tim is or isn't. Every time I've seen him on IG Live, it looks like he's in a house somewhere. He could be in that same apartment 5 days out the week without going outside for all I know. Supreme Dream said it must have been a real personal beef if you go after the father's son. Father doesn't have an R in it. The first R shouldn't be there at least. You're saying farther as in that's farther, like going farther than something. What the fuck? That's farther. I heard it was drug stuff. I mean, I don't know though. That's the allegations that's the story that's allegedly out there. What the fuck do I know? War with Casualty says 6ix9ine living his life and is still making money, touring everyone, haven't been touched yet after snitching on an organization. So I feel Cass is looking at the scenario right now if he misses his fam. Casanova and 6ix9ine are in two radically different situations. Okay, 6ix9ine's situation was, just so we could be clear, the government didn't actually ever see 6ix9ine as a dangerous person. 6ix9ine's not dangerous. There's no way that this government is going to give Casanova 2 times the same exact deal that they gave 6ix9ine at this point. I'm pretty sure they offered him a deal at some point earlier during the investigation and or when he initially got arrested. I doubt very much that he took any of those offers. I doubt right now that they're even going to give him another offer or offer as good as the one that they gave Tekashi 6ix9ine, for the simple fact that they started adding more charges to him. Remember, when he first got arrested, that charge for the dude that got shot in Miami, that didn't exist. And there was another charge. It didn't exist. They added 2 charges since then. So 9 times out of 10, what I think happened is they pulled up on him. They trying to get him to talk about whatever they trying to get him to talk about. He's not snitching, so they start adding more charges. And that's usually what they do. Am I right? Am I wrong about that? Anybody else know anything about that? Like when they trying to get you to talk and you don't talk, they add more. Like they be like, yeah, you didn't know about these other charges we had on you. They're not making charges up out of thin air. There's just other charges that they're already going to charge people with that they can charge you with if they choose to. And if you don't do the thing that they want you to do, they'll just charge you also. That's what I'm saying. Instead of leaving you off and just charging the other people. Emmanuel says Little Tim dropped a song recently and academics was reacting to it, saying that it's getting out of hand. Little Tim's not a rapper, so it's way out of hand. War with Casualty says, good ass point, Jack. 2 different people, 2 different deals. 6ix9ine must have got the luckiest informant deal. Damn. 6ix9ine isn't dangerous. That's one. He's not dangerous. Casanova 2 times is dangerous. Like, for real, for real. This guy's really dangerous. For real, for real. Them Treyway dudes, them dudes is really dangerous. For real, for real. Fucking, no disrespect to Tekashi 6ix9ine, but that nigga like Babe. You know the Big from the fucking the damn movies? Like that. So no disrespect to him, but he's not in. Tekashi 6ix9ine isn't. He's not gonna get the type of deal Tekashi's gonna get. They don't have to worry about letting Tekashi out, and now Tekashi is gonna be going right back to doing more crimes. Get it? There's a fear that if Casanova gets out, he's gonna go back to do more crimes. So any deal that we give him, he has to do some time. He can't just get out. He has to do some time. Rich says dudes like Lil Tim and all these so-called active rappers have been blessed by the devil, so to speak. They must continue to beef to raise their career. That must be it. I know I don't want to do the beefing thing. Double up. Walking down the block today, some white lady was walking past me. She was like mouthing some shit, smiling. I was like, oh shit, I guess I'm looking fine today, motherfuckers. Rich says, they say you can't serve 2 masters, right? You can't claim demon time, yet thank God for your success. Well, God is just a title. So if their God is the demon, then yeah, they can claim demon time and then thank God if their God is the devil. God is just a title. God isn't an actual name. God is just a title like king. Just you know, if we're gonna, you know, be transparent. I don't get what you mean by that entirely war with casualties. It's people calling evil vibes God. That's a fact. I guess people tend to think anytime anything happened to them that they want to happen, that was God's doing. It's not the case. Sometimes shit happens to you want to happen to you, but it's all Satan. that nigga's driving the car. You in the whip. You in the whip with Satan and shit. It is what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if sometimes you got to get in the whip to Satan so he can drive you to God. You can get in that whip. Just saying. Come on, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. I think we're having a pretty good conversation tonight. I mean, it's on y'all. I don't know. Supreme Dream says rappers don't know how to beef on wax. Drake versus Meek rap beef. It never went to the streets. Look at Chief Keef. He ain't beefing with nobody. He's around dirking them. Drake and Meek beef was something totally different. I don't know how to put that. That was just something totally different. I don't know if I take that as a real rap beef. I just take that as Meek spoke on some shit. It came back and bit him. That rap beef was over pretty quickly. If you want to say a rap beef, we could say Drake and Pusha T, because that was just closer in skill. Meek got abused. Drake just abused Meek. I think that was the beginning of people not really taking Meek seriously. And I get like that. And I don't know if that bothers Meek or not, but if it did bother Meek, I would understand. I don't think he should have said anything on Drake. That's just me. I don't think he should have cared if somebody was writing Drake raps or not, or helping Drake write his raps or not. I don't think he should have cared. Rich says, watch the No Jumper Corrupt interview. I like how Corrupt said Shook told them to not diss gangs or bang on wax. Bad for business and bad for your health. And at the same time, Tupac was beefing with Biggie, and as far as Tupac was saying, that was partly because the labels wanted them so late to do that. So, just gonna throw that out there. What up, Sule? Sule says, good evening. BBN Network. Frost, stay cool. Sending my love as always. So I hear you saying that Corrupt said that, but don't forget that Biggie and Tupac basically started this bullshit. Rappers ain't start really dying from beef until then. I mean, there was people dying from beef, and don't get it confused, but like that's when it took a national stage. That was national stage. You know, before rappers was dying from beef, it'd be a New York rapper with another New York rapper, Miami rapper with another Miami rapper, Chicago rapper with another Chicago rapper, California rapper with another California rapper. Not a California rapper and a New York rapper. They both end up dead. Supreme Dream says rappers have too much ego and pride. They feel like they have to prove stuff to the world. First of all, do you think you could be a rapper if you don't have ego or pride? I don't think you could be a rapper if you don't have ego or pride. How the hell are you gonna write lyrics? Supreme Dream says rappers have too much ego and pride. They feel they have to prove stuff to the world, and that is not really the case nowadays. You could be yourself. Proving stuff to the world could sometimes be that person being themselves. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I know one thing though. Freaking Casanova, as far as I know, people, everybody tells me he's a cool dude, like not for nothing, and I think he's a cool dude. I just want to be clear on this. I think Casanova's a cool dude. I want to tell y'all something Casanova did. You know some of those marches? I'm gonna put you on a game. You know some of those marches? You know Casanova set up some of the marches? You know the marches that people was having? You know Casanova was helping people set them shits up? Some of the activism that was happening in New York City, you know Casanova was behind some of that shit? You know Casanova was helping some of the people set some of that shit up? Did y'all know that? Or am I putting you on the game? And I know this because I was talking to a girl that had that was running one of the rallies. And she told me herself. And Casanova showed up to that specific rally, just so we could be clear. It was on 42nd Street. Casanova was I think he went and got the people their permits and everything, so they could go and you know, say their piece. Free Cas. I didn't say Casanova on the death penalty. I'm not even answering your question. Free Cas. I'm just saying. Casanova was setting up rallies that people was going to and protest in New York City. Just something to think about, man. I think a lot of times we see we just see people just in general that's in the public eye, and we don't really know them. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, stop thinking that y'all know people because somebody is running around saying something bad about them, or because somebody else is running around saying something good about them. You don't really know them, man. See what they're doing. See, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just fuck with their energy, fuck with their energy. There's people I don't really know, and I fuck with their energy though. Hard body, and you have to show me different in order for me to believe different. That's a fact. So I get it. But Casanova did a lot of good shit for a lot of people, and he was a good guy from what I hear. And from what the little bit of stuff that I heard that he did to try to help the movement, he was doing stuff to try to help the movement. A lot of other rappers ain't doing nothing. There's a lot of rappers not doing nothing. Zero things. Stacks. and nobody's on the death penalty. They're gonna go after the death penalty while they're trying to, when they're going to try to get the conviction. They're gonna search. They're gonna try to get the death penalty. Nobody's gotten the death penalty yet. They're gonna try to. That's what they're gonna. You know how they try to go. You know the prosecutors like, we're gonna try to get 40 years, but they're trying to get the death penalty for Stacks, Brandon Soto. Casanova a good guy. I mean, he a street nigga. He a street nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So there's people out there he beefing with. Troy Ave. Salute to Troy Ave. Salute to Casanova also. But salute to Troy Ave. So there's people out there he beefing with. Troy Ave got that whole song calling him a rat. Only reason why I don't reshare it, because I'm not getting into that shit. Casanova can't defend himself. If Casanova was free and he could defend himself, I'd post the Troy Ave thing, and then I'd post the Casanova counter. Casanova can't defend himself. He locked up. I heard some good things about Casanova, and I know some people that know him personally, and I've seen him do good things. Seen him. I tried to go over and talk to him, but the security kind of put the kibosh on that, and I was just like, I'm not gonna stand. I'm not going back and forth with the fucking security. And like, I don't know. Maybe he just don't want to talk. I don't want to make a scene. So I don't even want to make a scene and shit. I'm the worst fucking influencer. I don't be wanting to make a scene. Like, that's the number one thing influencers are usually trying to do. Make a fucking scene. I be trying to not make a scene. Oh man. Anyway, we about to get up out of here. I'm gonna let y'all go early tonight. Anything y'all want to talk about before we get off? Get the strap with Casanova 6ix9ine, Uncle Murder 6ix9ine is dope. You just like the song, cause you like any song with 6ix9ine on it, homie. Casanova has a couple of bangers though. That nigga 50 Cent is funny. He did that song just to say he is not gang gang. He said, I am not gang gang. I do not gang bang. 50 Cent is funny. 50 Cent made it. He said, yo, you know what? These niggas is all about to get in trouble with the police. I'm going to do a song with these rap bastards. Let everybody know I am not on their time. So now if they try to get 50 caught up in any of this shit, no, nigga. You see how you got all of them songs where these guys are saying they in the gang, and you using these songs where they saying they in the gang? Well, I got a song saying I'm not in the gang. Use that shit. You're going to use those songs to put people in jail. Use my song to keep me out. Shout out to Avon Muta. You have a safe holiday weekend also, my brother. I wanted to do BBN stuff, but we do too much. I don't know. I want to do BBN stuff, but I don't know if other people be just saying they want to do it and they be bullshitting me, or they be in on it. With that being said, shout out to DZ, James S, Liberty Hazelton, no particular order. Shout out to all of them equally, because when we said BB in Vegas, them motherfuckers did BB in Vegas. When we try to do BB in something else, I don't see anybody else having that type of enthusiasm that them three guys had. Them three guys had all the enthusiasm in the world and then came through. Y'all want to do some BB in New York stuff, you could just do an event. Be like, yo, BBN, we got an event we planning on doing. Could we attach your name to it? Yeah, why not? I'll pull up. It's really that simple. Really that simple. Shout out to James S, Liberty Hazelton, and DZ. James S, putting the thing together, basically. Liberty Hazelton pulled up, him and his fam. They had some like festivities and stuff for us to do, like for us to go and do and stuff like that. And DZ pulled up with his whole squad. We did the we did a Tonight Show with a live audience. Shout out to them guys. That was a legendary BBN event. Legendary. Would have been great to have it this year. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna let all of y'all go enjoy y'all day. I'm not sure if to say let's send our well wishes and our prayers to these individuals that's caught up in this RICO or not. Because I'm not an advocate for crime. But what I will say is, let's hope that this particular situation could be a learning situation for all involved. And let's hope that the people that need to have the law be understanding of them, the law will be. But at the end of the day, this video was about a man who was being accused of killing a 15-year-old boy. So now he's going to have the death penalty that he's going to quite possibly have to face. We need to protect our youth. We need to protect our women. We need to protect our old people. We need to protect our men. We need to protect our society, our culture, and our people. We need more people that want to be on the side of us winning and less people that want to be on the side of them being the winner. We can do this, and we can do this together. But the only way we're going to be able to do this together is if we can remove the people who are trying to do it alone. You'll know them. They're not hard to spot. They're easy to recognize. You just have to care enough to want to remove them from the situation. With that being said, if you got anybody still awake, let's call out the drop that we got real quick. Shout out to, I believe, Dog Soldier with the $10.50 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. When the real native son comes in here, we're gonna tell him that he had a fake account come in here and try to start trash. Shout out to Dog Soldier with the $10.50 drop. Definitely appreciate you. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. With that being said,